course. I know that's important, but the other week you did some questions on your Instagram, man. You answered a question a lot of people were asking. Kayla Harrison is single.
Oh my God.
What does Kayla Harrison look forward to in a partner?
This is going to be your opening question to me, you guys?
Gotta switch it up.
Good Lord. To be quite honest with you, I have had I've had not the best luck with partners in the past, and I've made some big mistakes when it comes to what I accept and what my boundaries are and what they aren't. And I've had a lot of learning to do, a lot of growing to do, and a lot of healing to do from that. So I would say that when I'm ready, I want a partner who can meet me at my level. One of my favorite quotes is, may you find someone who speaks your language so you don't have to spend a lifetime. May you find someone who speaks your language so you don't have to spend a lifetime translating your soul or something like that. And I really want someone who can meet me on my level spiritually, maybe not financially, but work ethic, passion, and someone who wants to grow and grow together. Have you been talking to my therapist? Anyways, we got a fight to focus on, all right? Men come and go. Gold is forever.
Kayla, so this is the last fight on your contract. So I want to know, how long are you planning on waiting after the fight before you really start, jumping into that free agent process?
That's for my manager to deal with. My job is to focus on October 27th, Taylor Guardado. She's no slouch. She's coming to take my head off, and I'm coming to do the same. I also got like a 3-year-old birthday party at a gymnastics place I got to get through and all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure Ali will manage all of that. That's why he's the best in the business, and that's why I have people like him around me, so I don't have to worry about that stuff. My job is to win, and all of that stuff will work itself out.
Thank you.
Kayla, what's with the whole slapping Dylan down the story that came out? What's that all about?
Yeah, thank you for asking that, actually. I'd like to clear the air. Well, first of all, people have a tendency to run away with stories. I did not slap him. What happened was we were at a nightclub, and he and some of the people that I was with at the time were, I don't know, Twitter beefing. I don't know exactly. I don't like to get involved in drama, but the men were kind of starting to go at it, and there was about to be a fight breakout. So I just stepped in the middle because I was the female. There was a lot of prominent people who shouldn't be getting in fights. And I just kind of pulled on his hoodie and I said, hey, listen, you go over there in that corner. And then he went over in that corner and we went to our booth and everything was fine. So I did not assault Dylan Dennis. I didn't slap him. I didn't punch him. I didn't knock him out. I didn't choke him. It just gets blown out of proportion. But I feel like I averted a crisis that night. So that's what a mom does. They just diffuse the situation. But thank you for bringing it up, because I saw someone tweeted about Kayla slapped Dylan Dennis. And I'm like, I did not slap him.
Kayla, you've talked a lot about your goal of trying to become a complete mixed martial artist. How close do you feel like you are to achieving that goal in terms of, and what does reaching that goal look like for you?
Well, I do feel like I'm a martial artist now. I feel like I'm no longer a judo player in a cage. I feel like I'm well-rounded. I've worked really hard for the last 3.5 years to get to that point. I've trained with the best of the best. I haven't taken any shortcuts. I haven't skipped any days. And I have the confidence and self-belief now to know that I'm prepared wherever the fight goes. Having said that, why mess with success? If they can't stop it, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Everyone knows I'm the best grappler in the world, and good luck trying to stop me. So until I run into that immovable object, I'm just going to keep blast doubling the girls, taking them down and finishing the fight with ease. But what was the second part of the question?
I guess, where do you feel like you're in that process, and what does reaching that goal look like for you? Yeah,
I just feel like I'm getting there every day. I'm not where I want to be, but every day I get closer and closer. That's part of my discipline. That's part of my drive. I'm not sure if I'll ever attain what I want to achieve. That's the blessing and the curse of being obsessed with being great. What is it? How do you quantify it? What is greatness? And I guess for me, inside of the cage, I knew when I was done in judo. So when I get that feeling again in MMA, I'll know that I've achieved my goals. And outside of the cage, I just want to live a life that makes a difference and has an impact, not just on me, but on anyone who comes across my path.
So what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Over here, I got you. So, as you know, after this fight, it's your last fight in your contract, and there's so many opportunities and options for you. What are the options and the chance that we could also see you in the square circle, not square circle, in the ring in AEW?
I mean, I'll never say never, because I did say I would never do MMA, and look at me now, eating those words pretty harshly. But listen, I do real fighting. I'm a real fighter. It's not scripted. I get in there and I do it for real. This whole wrestling, it just would be too easy. It would be too easy for me, in my opinion. I would beat up the men on the wrestling roster. No joke. Have you seen some of those guys? Look at Jericho. He's an old, washed up, has-been, long-haired bum. And I would eat him for breakfast. So it's too easy.
Sounds like you're cutting a promo right now.
I mean, it's not even a promo. This is how I really feel. It's
Seems like a perfect match.
Jericho don't want this, trust me.
Kayla, if I could ask you a non-TMZ question.
Okay.
But last time we talked, one of the things you talked about was the fact of your place in MMA with your legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, part of that is the fact that you are main eventing basically the Super Bowl of MMA. So, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it's an honor. It's an honor. It's a privilege. It's something, again, I feel like I've worked really hard for. This isn't something that started when I started MMA even. This is something that started when I was 6 years old, watching the 96 Olympics, dreaming of being the best in the world, all the way up until I was 12 years old, and I started to train twice a day, and I woke up at 5 a.m. And then I was 14 years old, and I was a freshman in high school, and all my friends were eating pizza, and I was sitting there eating a plum and salad. And then when I was 18 years old and I won the Junior World Championships, and all of my friends went out because we were in a country where you could drink, and I didn't go out because I wanted to be the best in the world, and I had a dream and I had a vision and I had that drive. So all of what you're seeing right now, all of this, the main event, all of that attention, all of that pressure, all of those things, the free agency, all of it, that was a journey that began years ago that I've had a vision and a drive for, and I've earned. No one can ever take that away from me. I've earned that spot. I've earned being the main event. It's an honor and a privilege, but I earned it.
Kayla, just to piggyback off of that, this, of course, being the Super Bowl of mixed martial arts. Usually at the end of the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl MVP, they'll say, I'm going to Disney World. What are you going after?
I quite literally might go to Disney World because now I got 2 kids. So.
There you go. So is that what you're going to be doing afterward, or are you just going to go back to being a mom?
Well, I'll be a mom even when I'm in the cage. So that never leaves now. We're going to go home to Ohio actually for Thanksgiving because we have not been back to Ohio since Bob passed away. So we're going to go spend some time with my family up there, my grandparents. I'm probably going to go to Boston, see all my mass hole buddies because I haven't seen them in a long time either, and I miss them. We don't have any crazy plans. We're pretty low key. I might take them to Disney. Oh, God, am I going to do that alone? I'm a single mom. Do I want to do that? I don't know.
Okay, what are you going to corner Kyoji for his next fight?
I probably should. I should probably corner him. He needs my help. Are you kidding me? That guy, Kyoji doesn't even need a corner. That's how good he is. You know what I'm saying? He's on a different level.
Are you excited for that one, though, Sergio Pettis? I mean, trying to get the belt back that you never lost.
Pretty sure I'm going to jump on Dan's jet and go to that fight. I'm just going to tell him, hey, save me a seat. I got to find a babysitter, though. I'm very excited for that fight. I think Kyoji is, not only is he an amazing human being and one of my good friends, but he's the hardest worker in the room, and he's the best guy in the room, which is something you don't see very often. Usually talent kind of takes it easy or whatever, rests on their laurels. Not Kyoji-san. He's the real deal.
Last samurai.
Kayla,
He is the last samurai.
Kayla, as we all know, this is the last fight on your contract. So I wanted to ask you, Why did you decide to go this route and test free agency? I'm sure PFL has probably reached out to you in re-signing, and so why free agency, and what are you looking to get out of it?
It's not really something that I planned on or am planning on. It's just, I have a fight. My job is to go out there and instill my will and kill for the love of killing on October 27th. My manager, Ali, is the best in the business. It's his job to take care of all that stuff. And listen, I love the PFL. I'm very proud to be a part of the PFL. I believe in the format. I believe in the system. I believe in the tournament. They've been good to me. But business is business, and my job and my business is to go in there and beat people up. Everything else will work itself out.
Yeah. Is that like a little exciting, a little stressful, or sort of
No.
the unknown of the future?
No, I mean, one thing my judo coach, Big Jim, always said to me when I was young, I remember I was like 17 or 18 and I had like $10 in my bank account and I was about to go to the Junior World Championships. Somebody was paying for me to get there and I was crying to him like, I have no money. Like, this is terrible. This is awful. I don't know what I'm going to do. And he said, if you want money, win, and the money will come. And he's been right. Every time I've stopped focusing on the money, I've stopped thinking about that. I've stopped stressing about that. A month later, I won the Junior World Championships, and I didn't get $1 million,
Yeah.
but I had a little bit of less stress in my life. So I'm just going to go out there and win, kill for the love of killing it, and then the rest of it, the money will come, the deal will come, PFL, wherever I'm going to be, it's going to be where I know is best for me.
Thank you.
You talked about in a few of back, you talked about your vision changing, your goals changing, and you just brought up too when you were 17, fear of I have nothing in my bank account. Till now, looking how much you have grown, everything that you've achieved in your life. Just at this moment, what are you most proud of the life that you have gotten to this point for?
I think it's safe to say that I've had a pretty hard life. I've been at the lowest of lows, and I've also been at the highest of highs. And I've suffered things that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. And I've had people who've pulled me out of that darkness and that depth of despair. And if you had told me at 16, when I was suicidal and thinking about quitting judo and thinking about running away to New York to be a barista, I just wanted to be invisible. I just wanted to not exist anymore. If you had told me at 16 that this would be my life now, I would have laughed. I would have laughed at you and said you're crazy. But the thing that I'm most proud of is the person I've become. I'm someone that you can rely on. My kids can rely on me. My family can rely on me. My friends can count on me. I'm loyal. I'm honest. I'm giving. I'm caring. I'm passionate. I'm driven. And I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't go through all of that.
You have time for one more question?
Amanda Nunes fights Juliana Pinion in December.
I'll be going to that one too. Dan, just save my seat on the jet, buddy.
Who wins that?
Amanda. It's not even. I feel bad for Juliana. I really do.
Will Amanda be in attendance on Wednesday?
I don't know. I haven't asked her. Thank you for reminding me, though. I have to send her an invitation to Emery's birthday party.
What's up with you, Jorge, about being the captain and all
Oh
that?
my goodness.
What's going on with you, Street Jesus? Like, what's happening?
Okay. You know how some people just have it and other people want it? Listen, there's a difference between being. Listen, Jorge is amazing. George. I love him. He is like, he comes into the room and he makes me feel better. He comes in there, we start talking shit to each other, and then I train harder because I want to kind of impress George. He's the veteran of the gym. I'm going to troll here a little bit. I consider him the team mascot and I'm the team captain. There's a difference. One is a leader, one is a mascot. I'm just kidding. Love you, George.
Kayla, one last one for me. We got a quote from Dana White that just came in about you saying, if I was her, I'd stay right where she is and keep picking off the people over there. I would stay there, keep fighting the type of women she's fighting there before I would come here and fight Amanda Nunes. That's for damn sure. Just kind of curious how you react to that.
Thanks for the advice, Uncle Dana. Appreciate you. I mean, I don't, you know, we haven't, I've met the guy one time and it was a super awkward, like weird, as a story for another time. But again, my job is to focus on October 27th. I really don't care what other people have to say about me or my career or my choices or my options. I'm going to do what's best for me. And that's it.
It's kind of weird to hear that though from a promoter like him.
No, because that's what he does. Like that's his job is to, I'm going to talk about how I'm the greatest of all time. And he's going to talk about how, well, calm down. No, you're not. Like that's what, this is a game. This is a business. And the difference is I really am going to be the greatest of all time. So he's going to see.
That's for sure.
Hey, the boss himself. You guys got questions?
The difference here is we know Kayla is the number one in the world. We know she could beat Amanda. We know she could beat Cyborg. We don't have to play games and pretend like the PFL is not a fighter first culture. She is the best and will continue to prove that she's the best. And other people will continue to hide or pretend some other narrative that tries to suit their needs. We're here to help her and every fighter here have nothing held back. It's a meritocracy. It's a transparency. It's not about Don Davis. It's not about Pete Murray. It's not about Ray Sefo. That's what other promotions forget. They think it's about them. It's about what happens inside the cage. It happens with the fighters. It happens about their life and their journey. All of us are fighting for something in life. Maybe for you guys, pride, money, your kid's college, pay off the house. We all fight for something. And the PFL, we allow the fighter to fight for themselves and to bet on themselves. So we're not here to trash anybody. We're not here to hold anybody back. We're also not here to do what they do, which is make it about them and not the fighters.
Well said. Amen. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Mic drop.